सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। 125 विषयानन्दपर्यन्तैः कामसृष्ट्यादिहेतुभिः ब्रह्मसत्त्वे स्थिते मुक्तिः चिन्त्यते विद्वदज्ञयोः। The doubt whether Brahma does exist or not is answered. Now the next two, first doubt or the next two doubts, with vidvad ajnayoho muktihi chintyate, whether ajnani gets the moksha because he is Brahma Swarupa, and if ajnani in spite of being Brahma Swarupa doesn't moksha, how come jnani who is also Brahma Swarupa can get moksha? This is the doubt. Correct. This was 96th stanza, the doubts are there shown. Now, was the answer to whether Brahma exists or not was so elaborate, you are apt to forget the two doubts, second and third. So not me. Author himself is reminding you about the other two doubts. Vidwan brahmeti muktaschet मुच्चेताज्ञोऽप्यभिज्ञवत् ब्रह्मरूपोऽपि बद्धश्चेत् अज्ञोऽभिज्ञोऽपि बध्यते। विद्वान् ब्रह्म इति मुक्तः चेत् अज्ञः अपि अभिज्ञवत् मुच्येत। अज्ञः अपि अभिज्ञवत् मुच्येत। एड अथ अज्ञः बद्धश्चेदज्ञः अथ be added अज्ञः ब्रह्मरूपः अपि बद्धश्चेत् ब्रह्मरूपः अपि बद्धश्चेत् अभिज्ञः अपि एड अज्ञवत् बध्यते। अभिज्ञः अपि एड अज्ञवत् बध्यते। If this is the case, vidwan, with vidwan here not scholar, jnani, vidwan here jnani, jnani, brahma iti, the swarupa of jnani is brahma, means brahma iti means brahma swarupa. Because of this reason, jnani is brahma swarupa, and for that reason muktaha chet, he is freed from samsara. If that is the argument, if that is the case, say ajnaha api, ajnaha, ignorant person also what? Should get liberated like abhijnavat. Abhijna means jnani. Ignorant person also should get liberated like jnani. Why? Ajnani also is who? Brahma Swarupa. So you say jnani gets liberated because he is Brahma Swarupa. Ajnani also is Brahma Swarupa, therefore he should also get liberated. Now if you say no, that is not possible. What possible? Ajnani, though Brahma Swarupa doesn't get liberated, then jnani also should not get liberated. Because both are Brahma Swarupa. There is no one. Both being one is Brahma Swarupa, one gets liberated, other doesn't get liberated. You can't say that way. So therefore the doubt is atha, in case, see, ajnaha, this ignorant person, Brahma Rupaha api, even though being of the nature of Brahma, what happens? Baddhaha che, is bound, doesn't get liberated. Then he says, abhidnyaha api, even the abhidnya jnani also, like whom? Adnyavat, like the ignorant person, but badhyati, should get bound, he can't get liberated. So this is the doubt for which answer is given. No, no, don't think that way. So it is not so. It is not the Swarupa that binds or liberates. It is the knowledge that liberates and ajnana, ignorance, that binds. So therefore it is not so. Will be explained with the help of illustration. Maivam brahmatmaikya bodhaha evaiko moksha karanam ऐक्यदर्शी मुच्यते तहा भेददर्शी न मुच्यते. So reply is given now. Maivam, ma evam brahmatmaikya bodhaha eva ekaha moksha karanam ad bhavati. अतः ऐक्यदर्शी मुच्यते भेददर्शी न मुच्यते. भेददर्शी न मुच्यते. Ma evam, don't say so. So what you said is not correct. So ma means a prohibitive. So don't say so. Why? The cause for moksha is not the swarupa but the knowledge. What knowledge? Brahmatmaikya bodhaha eva. Knowledge of identity with Brahma and Atma. Atma Swarupa itself is Brahma Swarupa with direct cognition. This knowledge only eva ekaha means no other means can give liberation. Moksha karanam is the karana, the means of moksha. The means of moksha is what? The direct knowledge that my Swarupa itself is Brahma Swarupa and no other means can, like karma, upasana or any other thing, tapas, etc. by themselves cannot give moksha. Therefore, ataha aikyadarshi muchyate. Aikyadarshi, the one who discovers this identity between Jiva and Brahma, Atma and Brahma, he gets freed. Whereas Bhedadarshi na muchyate. Bhedadarshi, one who takes oneself to be distinct from Brahma, I am different, Jagat different, Brahma different, doesn't get liberated. This is what is told there in the Shruti. Yada he vaishaye tasmin adrishenatme nirukte nilayane bhayam pratishtham vindate ataso bhayangato bhavati yada he shaye tasmin udaramantarang kurute athatasya bhayam bhavati. But when this person, Eshaha, this mumukshu, etasmin, in this Brahma, what type of Brahma? Adrishye, which is avishaya, which is not an object. Anatme, which is asharira, free from any embodiment. Anirukte, the avagra is there. Anirukte means avikare. Vikara is nirukta, which can be defined, described. Avikara, that which is not subject to vikara, cannot be described, is not, that is avikara. Anirukte. Anilayane, that which is anide, anadhare, which has no adhara. Abhayam pratishtham vindate, gains abhayam pratishtham. Abhayam means, it should be taken as abhayam pratishtham sthitim. The abidance of fearlessness means discovery of I am Brahma. Direct discovery that abidance in Brahma is what? Not like you keep fruits in the basket and therefore you keep yourself where? In the basket of Brahma. No, discovering yourself to be nothing but Brahma. That is what abhayam pratishtha means, that abidance which gives the fearlessness, freedom from samsara. Samsara is fear, sorrow is fear. So therefore, gvindate athasaha abhayangataha bhavati. He gets the state of fearlessness. Abhaya, state of Abhaya is moksha. In moksha only Abhaya can, fearlessness can be there. Otherwise, state of ignorance, nothing but fear, samsara. Yada hi eva esha, with the same person, etasmin udaramantaram karute. In this Brahma, ut means api, aram means alpam. Even little division he makes, athatasya bhayam bhavati. He gets subjected to samsara. What is little division? Not much thing. I am different, Bhagwan different. Thus. I am different, Jagat different. So like this, even little distinction makes, because fear is from what? Sorrow is from dvaitadi bhayam bhavati. Fear is from something second from me. So therefore, so this person gets subjected to samsara. Means one who has got the knowledge gets freed, one who doesn't have continues to be bound. Not gets bound, is already bound. Continues to be bound. Same thing is explained now with an illustration. Urdhvakare samepyasmin choradarshi bibhetihi sthanudarshi nirbhayotaha tattvabodha prayojakaha. The illustration is that of sthanu chora. You know what is sthanu chora? A post is mistaken for a thief. A post is mistaken for a thief. Like ghost also it can be mistaken. Here is a mistaken for a thief. So there you take the sandhi breaking. Same api asmin choradarshi. So first make adhyara. Purovartini sthanam. Purovartini sthanam. Continue. Asmin, or after asmin make that adhyara. Asmin, then make adhyara. Purovartini sthanam. Asmin purovartini sthanam. Urdhvakare same api. Urdhvakare same api. Choradarshi bibhetihi. Choradarshi bibheti. Sthanudarshi nirbhayaha. Ataha tattvabodha prayojakaha. Ataha tattvabodha prayojakaha. See, asmin, in this, in what? Purovartini sthanam. A post that is in front of you. It is there in front of you. The example is when some darkness is there, not total darkness, but some, that means light is not sufficient. So the purovartini sthanam, in the post that is in front of you. And what is it? Urdhvakare same api. Urdhvakara means the upright form. The post is upright, vertical. So that upright form, that is what? That is erectness. So erect form, upright form of the post. Same api. Same api means is common, the same in both the cases. Both cases are where one mistakes the post as a thief and gets frightened. Other sees the post as post. In both the cases, the erect form, the upright form of the post is what? One and the same. So therefore it says, Urdhvakare, that upright form or the erect form of the post, same api, in both the cases. One who knows it to be post and other who mistakes it to be thief, in both the cases, even though it is same. Choradarshi vibhetihi. The one who sees a thief there in the place of the post, he is frightened. Whereas sthanudarshi nirbhayaha, the one who sees the post as post, he is fearless. So what is the difference? Tat ataha, therefore, tattvabodha prayojakaha. The knowledge of the truth is useful. The one who sees the post as post has got the knowledge of the true nature of the post. Means post as post. One who mistakes the post as a thief, he doesn't know the post as post. Ajnana. Jnana in the case of the one who knows it as post. Ajnana in the case of one who takes it as thief. So therefore what is useful? Ajnana gives rise to fear. So therefore likewise here, Jnani and Ajnani. So therefore one who knows Brahma is abhaya, free from samsara. One who doesn't know continues to be in samsara. So that is fine. Therefore what is the indispensable? You can't say. Ajnani also is Brahma Sarupa. Therefore he will get liberated. And if he doesn't get liberated, Jnani also will not get liberated. You can't say. That means what is indispensable now? Atma Jnana is dispensable. But sir, why do you insist on Atma Jnana? Is it not sufficient that we live a life of dharma, avoid adharma and live a life of dharma? Is it not sufficient? He said no. He gives illustration. Bhishasmadvatah pavate Bhishodeti suryaha Bhishasmadagnischendrascha Mrutyurdhavati panchama iti. Bhisha. Bhi means what? Fear. Fear means what? The law, the command, the rule of what? Asmat, Bhishasmat, of this, who is this? Parabrahma Sarupa, Parameshwar Sarupa. Because of his law, the command, Vata Pavati. The wind blows. Do you know what wind capacity it has got? It can uproot anything. It can blow off anything. Such a mighty wind, like an obedient servant to God. Without a casual leave, he blows. So, not a single day missing, he goes. Bhishat Vata Pavate Bhishodeti Chandraha Agniha Bhishodeti Suryaha. The sun rises. You know what mighty Surya is there? He rises. Rises means he illumines. Maybe the earth is revolving, etc. Sun rises and setting without any break. Bhishasmad Agnischendrascha. Agni, Indra, they do their respective jobs. Mrutyurdhavati panchama iti. This Mrityu, who is a terror to everyone, dhavati means runs errands, because boss is there. So like that, no. When boss is sitting in the cabin, everybody is what? Boss is out, the cat is out, rats are enjoying. So like that, like a boss, they all are taking to their respective activities. So, do you know who are these? They are not ordinary people. These are the individuals who have taken to such a great dharmacharana in the past lives, and as a result of it, they have earned these posts, positions. And in spite of that, because they didn't have the knowledge in the past, this birth they might have got afterwards. Even afterwards, they are stuck up with the post and what? They run around doing this and that. Because what? Bhihi. That means what? Any rule means fear is there. Other, if a rule means command means what? If you disobey, be ready for punishment. That is how it is. Isha Smarva. So therefore, mere dharma, in spite of mere dharma charana to the highest level, see, because of lack of knowledge in the past life, now they have got. But past life, they are running errands like this. Correct it. Jnatopi is there. Jnatepi. Jnatepi karma kandarthe Vedantartham ajanataha Janmadibhir bhavatteva Vayvadinam yatha tatha Karma kandarthe jnate api Vedantartham ajanataha Vayu adinam yatha tatha Janmadi bhihi bhavati eva. Janmadi bhihi bhavati eva. Karma kandarthe jnate api. These Vayu, Agni, Surya, Chandra, Yamaraja, all these in the past life, they knew Dharma Shastra, they performed great Anushtana according to that. they conducted themselves in terms of acharana strictly according to Dharma Shastra, in spite of all the, but one thing drawback was what? Vedantartham ajanataha. Vedanta, don't take that. They didn't know the meaning of Vedanta. We know the meaning of Vedanta, not that. Vedanta means the Brahma, which is the very thing. That means the thing to be discovered. So that not knowing means being ignorant of the Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa. That's what happens. Vayu Adina, in the Vayu, Chandra, Surya, Agni, Yama, etc., who were ignorant in the past life, yatha. Now what has happened? So they have to take the embodiment and do all these things. So in Kathopanishad, Yamaraja gives compliments to Nachiketa. Nachiketa, at your age, I didn't have this much of Vairagya. That's why I got stuck up with this. I did Virat Agni and got the clearing post. Nobody wants me now. So that is how it is. He gives compliments. Means such a perfect Vairagya Nachiketa had. So therefore, so yatha, just as they are stuck up with this embodiment now, tata, for anyone who is ignorant in spite of dharma, dharmacharana, etc., janmadibhihi, the fear of janma and adi for samsara, bhavati eva, certainly is that. That vayvadinam yatha tatha is explained in the next stanza. Vayu suryo vanhirindroha mrutyuschatita janmani dharmadnya apyatatvadnyaha idanim bibhyati ishvarat. Anvaya as it is, first line. Vayuhu suryaha vannihi indraha mrityuhu cha atita janmani dharmadnyaha api atatvadnyaha idanim, then ishvarat bibhyati. Idanim ishvarat bibhyati. All these mighty stalwarts who are the Vayuhu, the wind god, Suryaha, the sun, Vanni, fire, Indraha, Devadhipati, king of gods, Mrityuhucha, Mrityu means not death here, Yamaraja. Like this, they are all big deities. Atita Janmani, in the past life, Dharmadnyaha api, though they were Dharmadnya, they knew what Dharma, conducted themselves with Dharma, in accordance with Dharma, avoided all the Dharma, even then being what? Atatvadnyaha, being ignorant people, not knowing their Swarupa. What happens now? Idanim, now, having got stuck up to this embodiment, Ishvarat Vibhyati, they are under the rule of who? Ishvara. So therefore, so mere dharmacharana is not enough. Dharmacharana is necessary. Without that, the right frame of mind will not be there to gain the knowledge. But it is the means, not an end, indirect means to gain the knowledge. So therefore, Atma Jnana is indispensable. After this, we find in Taittiriya Upanishad what is called as Ananda Mimamsa, analysis of Ananda. So why it is given? Saishanandasya mimagumsa bhavati. Now here onward is an analysis of the Ananda, different types of Ananda that one can gain in contrast with the Brahmananda. Why this topic has cropped in here? So the Sangati, the connection is being given. See. Earlier, Soshnute Sarvan Kaman Saha was told. Who Brahmajnani fulfills all the desires simultaneously. Soshnute Sarvan Kama means he discovers Brahmananda was told. Afterwards, Raso Vai Saha, that Brahma is who? What? Rasaswarupa, very Ananda Swarupa. These statements point out that Brahma is limitless Ananda Swarupa. To explain this in detail, to make it very clear, the Swarupa of Brahma has nothing but Ananda. An analysis is conducted by pointing out the Ananda that is enjoyed by all the embodiments put together is just nothing compared to Brahmananda. It is just infinitesimal portion of Brahmananda, and therefore Brahmananda is something which is indescribable. That's what. Jnani kamaneti sarvan raso vaisa iti shrutam brahmanandam sputikartum Mimausananda gochyate. Jnani sarvan kaman eti. Jnani kaman eti sarvan, put in inverted comma, one statement. Anvaya is Jnani sarvan kaman eti, one statement from Shruti only. Raso vaisaha, another statement, inverted comma. Anvaya rasaha vai saha iti shrutam. Iti shrutam brahmanandam sputikartum anandaga sandhi anandaga uchyate ananda gochyate. Anvaya anandaga mimausa uchyate. Anandaga mimausa uchyate. So Brahmananda, which was pointed out by these two statements of the Shruti. What are those? Jnani sarvan kaman eti. Brahma Jnani fulfills all desires. Means what? So shnute sarvan kaman, its meaning is given. Again, raso vaisaha, that Brahma is rasaswarupa. Iti, this Shrutam Brahmanandam means Brahmananda, which is described or pointed out in these two Shruti statements. Shrutam means two Shruti Vakyas, so which reveal Ananda, so Brahma as Ananda Sarupa. That Brahmananda, Sphuti Kartum, to make it very clear that what is being done now, Anandaga Mimausa Uchyate. And Mimausa means an investigation, inquiry, examination, a close scrutiny. So, Mimausa analysis means investigation, inquiry, or an examination of Ananda. Anandaga means pertaining to Ananda. Uchyate is being given, told. Sampurno manushanandaha sarvabhaume gunairyute Hiranyagarbhe sampurnaha Devanando vadhihitau Gunaihi yute sarvabhaume manushanandaha sampurnaha Gunairyute sarvabhaume manushandaha sampurnaha Hiranyagarbhe Devanandaha Sampurnaha Hi Tau Avadhi. Avadhi, if you want, add Staha, not Sta, Staha. These two are Avadhis, the boundaries, bounds. See, Manushananda. What is Manushananda? The Ananda, the maximum Ananda that a human being can command. Others are always less of it. The maximum Ananda that a human being can command. Who can have it? Only such person can have it. Gunair yute sarvabhaumi. In an emperor, not any emperor, Gunair yute, who is endowed with good qualities. So what are those good qualities? They are there, described in the Taittiriya, this Upanishad, युवा स्यात् साधु युवाध्यायकः आशिष्टो दृढिष्ठो बलिष्ठः तस्येयं पृथिवी सर्वा वित्त. Sadhu means yathoktakari, one who conducts himself in accordance with the Shastra, means one who lives a life of dharma, avoids adharma. So, sadrisa sadhu, yuvadhyayakaha, and again young, adhyayakaha, adhyayakaha, adhita vedaha, he has studied the Vedas thoroughly, means a well-learned person. Ashishtaha, alert in action. Dridishtaha, Dridhatamaha, firm in dealing. Balishtaha, Balavattamaha, most, that means strong enough, powerful. Okay, that is not sufficient, but he has got plenty and prosperity. Tasya iyam prithvi sarva vittasya purnasya. And he has got this entire earth as his empire, not with the drought and infested with the terrorists. So what is it? So, Prithvi iyam sarva vittasya purna, with all plenty and prosperity, with peace and harmony at his command. For example, Dharmaraja, when he was the emperor, not when he was in the Vanavasa. So like that, such a person. Now, such a person means all wealth and everything at his command, powerful, well-learned, etc. Whatever ananda he can command, it is the maximum ananda that the human being can aspire. It is called as 1 unit of human ananda. Now the comparison is going on. Now this is the basis. 1 unit of human ananda is what? One gunayiryuti, one who is endowed with all these good features, one who is that sarvabhaume manushanandaha sampurnaha. Manushananda sampurna means the ananda that human being can command finds its peak culmination in such a person. Gunayiryuti sarvabhaume means other human beings are what? Short of this ananda. You are all Ford, Rockefeller, Tata, Birla can never come near this, okay? So, in spite of wealth, they can never come near this. So, that means this is the maximum ananda that a human being can command. So, this is a unit for further comparison. Now, in the creation, the topmost ananda with upadhi can be commanded by Hiranyagarbha. Okay. So this is the lowest limit. Lower than this are there, but it is not taken for comparison. So lowest, the maximum that can be the Sarvabhauma Ananda Gunayiryutaha. The highest that can be enjoyed by Hiranyagarbha, Prathamaja, the first one created as such. So therefore, Hiranyagarbhe Devanandaha Sampurnaha. In Hiranyagarbha, the final of what? Devananda. Not actor, okay? So, Devanam Anandaha. The Ananda that can be enjoyed by who? Devas. Devas, the deities in the heaven. Because they have got different degrees of Ananda. The final peak of it is where? Maximum is where? In the Hiranyagarbha. It says, Hiranyagarbhe Devanandaha. He, because Tau. Tau means Manushananda and the Hiranyagarbhananda, which is the peak of Devananda. So Tau he what? Tau he Avadhi. See, Avadhi, Avadhi, nominative dual. These two are the bounds of what? Ananda. Staha. They are the bounds, means two sides, lowest and the highest. Now he goes on what? Giving the relation. 100-fold the who? Manushananda is what? Manushya Gandharvanda. 100-fold the Manushya Gandharvanda is Deva Gandharvanda. 100-fold is that different types of Pitrus, etc., etc., etc. goes. And finally, 100-fold of the earlier one, who is that Brihaspati, the Prajapati, is who? Hiranyagarbha. Let us see now. The investigation starts now. Madhyaste purva punyanam utkarshad vardhate sukham sarvesham yat sukham tattu nishkame jnani nishyate purva punyanam utkarshat madhyaste sukham vardhate yat sukham sarvesham tattu nishkame jnanini ishyate Purva punyanam utkarsha, because of utkarsha, excellence of purva punya. Earlier punya means what? Punya earned in earlier lives. Punya earned in earlier lives. Purva punyanam utkarsha, because of its, that means excellence. What happens? Means higher and higher degree of the punya. Means not same thing. Higher and higher degree of punya because of utkarsha rise in it. Madhyasthe means in the embodiment that are in between. What are those? Lowest one was Sarvabhauma embodiment. Topmost one was Hiranyagarbha. In between, whatever the embodiments are there, depending on the more and more punya earned in the past lives, they get the higher and higher quantum of happiness. So therefore, what are these in-between embodiments? Manushya Gandharva, Deva Gandharva, Pitru, Ajanaja Deva, Karma Deva, Deva, Indra, Brihaspati, Prajapati, and the last one is Hiranyagarbha. So they get the Ananda in a varying degree depending on the punya that they have earned in the past life. So, Vardhate, Sukham Vardhate, that Ananda increases. Yat Sarvesham Sukham. At every level of this embodiment, whatever Ananda they get, that certainly belongs to a person. Who is that? Shrotriyasya Kamahatasya. A person, Shrotriya, well versed in the Vedas, Shastras, at the same time free from desires, himself is a Jnani. Shrotriya is a Jnani here, not simply one who has studied Shastras, one is a Jnani. So therefore, Yat Sukham Sarvesham Tattu, that Ananda, where is found? Nishkame Jnanini Ishyati. It is found in who? Nishkama Jnani. Jnani who has no akamahata, not beaten, not, that is, infested with the desires, free from desires. That is what we find at every level. Shrotriyasya cha kamahatasya. So that is what is said. So every level of this. Who? Manusha, the Manusha, Sarvabhauma, then Manusha Gandharva, Deva Gandharva, etc. It goes on like this. We have seen. Saeko Manushanda, we have seen. Te shatam manusha anandaha saeko manusya gandharvana manandaha shrotriyasya cha kamahatasya te shatam manusya gandharvana manandaha saeko deva gandharvana manandaha shrotriyasya cha kamahatasya te shatam deva gandharvana manandaha saeka pitrunam chiralokalokanam anandaha Shrotriyasya cha kamahatasya. Like this it continues. Then te shatam brihaspatiranandaha saeka prajapatiranandaha Shrotriyasya cha kamahatasya te shatam prajapatiranandaha saeko brahmana anandaha Shrotriyasya cha kamahatasya. 100-fold, 100-fold, 100-fold. Go at home and put in computer, okay? It may spill. because you will not be able to multiply it. I don't know whether the computer has got program or not. Even if it is a program, it may spill over also. So it will raise its hands up. I am not programmed further to this. So it may say. So therefore, he says, every link of the Manushya, from Sarvabhauma to Manushya Gandharva, from there Deva Gandharva, Pitru, Ajanaja Deva, Karma Deva, Deva, Indra, Brahaspati, Prajapati, Hiranyagarbha. Every Ananda enjoyed 100-fold from than the earlier one. Kshotriyasya Chakamahatasya, this fellow gets. Who he has got? Who Kshotriya means Jnani and free from desire. These fellows got because of embodiment. That fellow gets how no because without embodiment, having seen the defect in that, he has no desire for them. These people also have no desire. Sarvabhauma has no desire to become Sarvabhauma. Why? He has fulfilled the desire. He may aspire for Manushya Gandharva, Deva Gandharva, etc., but not this. So therefore, he says, everywhere he gets it, let us see. Now, this shows, that is what? This is what Sarva Kamapti, this is what Raso Vai Saha, that is now pointed out. So, Saeko Brahmana Anandaha was pointed out. The topmost Brahma here is what? Hiranyagarbha, okay? Not Brahma, Brahman, Hiranyagarbha. So that is 100-fold that of Prajapati means Virat. 100-fold the Ananda of Virat is the Ananda of Hiranyagarbha. So this points out what is the meaning of this Ananda Mimamsa. This is what it is. Sarva Kamaptireshatha Rasakyananda Uchyate Adhyatmamadibhutam cha Adhidaivam chaika eva saha. Asandhi sarva kamaptihi esha atha. Takes Anvaya. Esha sarva kamaptihi atha rasakhyanandaha uchyate. Saha ekaha eva adhyatmam adhibhutam cha adhidaivam cha. Saha ekaha eva, after eva add brahmanandaha. Ekaha eva, after eva add brahmanandaha. Esha sarva kamaptihi. This is what fulfillment of all desire. In the sense, even the Hiranyagarbha Ananda, including Hiranyagarbha Ananda, all these put together is Lesha. Lesha means what? Just insignificant portion of Brahmanda. Then you can think of what Brahmanda, the magnitude of what Brahmanda is, which is inconceivable. So Esha Sarvan means this. The sukha of all these put together is what? Experienced by a Nishkama Jnani, and that is what is Sarva Kama. The sukha of all these is experienced by who? A Jnani, Shotriyaha, and Akamahata means Nishkama, no desires at all. So therefore, that is Sarva Kamapti implies the Ananda enjoyed by Sarvabhauma to Hiranyagarbha. We are nowhere near Sarvabhauma, okay? That is it. Included all this is what? It is figuratively said as fulfillment of all desires, not literally fulfillment of desires. So that much Ananda he has got his command. So therefore Sarvan Kaman Saha. Now Atha means having shown the Sarva Kamapti in terms of Brahma, which is nothing but that discovery of Brahmananda. Now thereafter, Atha also means so also Rasakhyanandaha Uchyate. Same Brahmanda is called as what? Raso Vai Saha, it is called. And therefore, this Brahmananda is one only. Saha means that Brahmanda ekaha eva. Saha ekaha eva Brahmanda. That only one and the same Brahmanda, it manifests differently in different embodiments. but not full, okay? Not full, only very little. So that one and the same Brahmanda is what? Is manifest as Adhyatmam, Adhibhutam and Adhidaivam. Adhyatmam means in the embodiment of this person. Who is this person? Bubutsu, Mumukshu, who wants to gain the Brahma Jnana. Adhibhutam, in all the beings, Sarva Pranishu. Adhidaivam, in the Devas, etc., up to Hiranyagarbha. So therefore, this one and the same Brahmanda is manifest in the seeker, Mumukshu, Bubutsu, the one who wants to gain the Bodhu Michu, one who wants to gain the knowledge of Jidnyasu. In him, Adhibhutam, in all the living beings. Again, living beings is short of Devas. Then Adhidaivam, Deva, that is in the Aditya, etc., presiding deities up to Hiranyagarbha, one and the same. So Ananda is manifest. Now at each link, Ananda enjoyed by Sarvabhauma, Manusha Gandharva, Deva Gandharva, etc., up to Hiranyagarbha is enjoyed by who? Jnani, who is Nishkama, is told. Shotriyasya cha kamahatasya. What is meant by that is now explained. Sarve swasvapade truptaha kamayante na tatpadam jnani tu dosha drishtyatra nishkamastai samastataha Sarve swasvapade truptaha tatpadam na kamayanti. Tatpadam na kamayanti. Jnani tu atra dosha drishtya nishkamaha tataha taihi ad ayam samaha. Taihi ad ayam samaha. Sarve, all. Who are those? Beginning from Sarvabhauma, ending with Hiranyagarbha, A to Z. A to Z in the Mimamsa, okay? On the Mimamsa. So these Swasvapade Triptaha, being content in their post. Sarvabhauma, see, Sarvabhauma is happy with his post. What is that Sarvabhauma? He has no desire to become emperor. Why? Already he has fulfilled the desire. He may have higher desire, that is a different thing, but this desire is there, and he has got his at command certain Ananda. Okay? Like that, up to Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha will not aspire for Hiranyagarbha. After Hiranyagarbha, he has found defects in that also. So that is different thing. Ayyo, why did I aspire for that? Instead of directly discovering my Brahma Sarupa. So that is different thing. So they won't aspire for that. So therefore, Bhai Truptaha, content with the fulfillment of that desire at that level only. So, content with what? Not total contentment. Hiranyagarbha may not have further because his upadhi is such that the moment he gets upadhi, he gets Brahmajnana. But he got stuck up with the upadhi. But other people have got something to aspire higher as well. Even Virat has got something to aspire as Hiranyagarbha. So, they get knowledge, that is different thing. But the possibility is there. So, content with their position because they desired and therefore it was fulfilled. So, what they do? Tat padam, that Sarvabhaumadi, whatever fulfilled status, na kamayanti, they don't aspire for. Means these people have fulfilled the desire and therefore they don't aspire for that particular thing. Whereas Jnani tu, Jnani, what does he do? Atra means in the, with reference to all these positions from Sarvabhauma to Hiranyagarbha, dosha drishtya, having seen their defective nature, that they are nashvara, transitory, and many other things are, many other problems also are there. So you can see Purana Devendra, how much he has to fight with the demons and all that, no? Always conscious that his throne will be usurped by someone else's problem. So therefore, so again dvesha, rivalry, all things are there. So nashvara adi dosha drishtya nishkamaha. So having got this vairagya, he doesn't desire those positions, and therefore tataha, because he has no desire for them, and tataha taihi ayam samaha. He is equal to them. What ananda they have got their command, he gets without the position. They get with the position. And position means they have to struggle always to keep and continue that position. Again, other obstructions also are there. Whereas this person, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. There is nothing that he wants at all. He is totally content. Okay. That means a mumukshu with all his prayatna, shravana, manana, niridhyasana gains this Brahmananda. So therefore Brahmananda is where? In the mumukshu who has discovered. No. Brahmananda is in every embodiment, not simply the mumukshu's embodiment only. All embodiment there is Brahmananda. Only the problem is whether they have discovered it or not. That is what is pointed out in Shruti. Sayaschayam purushe yascha savaditte sa ekaha. That Brahmananda which is available in this individual, guhayam parame vyoman nihitaha. That one is what? Ayam purushe means this one who has got this embodiment. Again, yascha, the same Brahmananda which is in Aditya, the exalted embodiment. Saha ekaha. It is one and the same. It is not different. That is explained now. Bubhutsau purusheneshu manusheshu chayosti yaha aditye chanya deveshu sa anando na bhidyate. Bubhutsau purushe अन्येषु मनुष्येषु च यः अस्ति आदित्ये अन्यदेवेषु च यः अस्ति सः आनन्दः न भिद्यते. The Ananda, Brahmananda abiding in all these do not differ. It is one and the same. In whom all bubhutsau, bodhum ichuhu bubhutsu, jidnyasu. One who wants to gain the knowledge of Brahma, one who is very intent on gaining the knowledge of Brahma. Bubhutsau purushe in jidnyasu. Again, anneshu manusheshu cha. In other human beings, they may not be bubhutsu. They may be bubhutsu, other way bhuktum ichu. So, eager to enjoy the sense object. But this fellow is eager to gain the Brahma Jnana. So in other human beings who are not the Jidnyasus, Yaha, whatever Brahmananda is there, again, Yaha, whatever Brahmananda that is, Aditye Anya Deveshu. The Brahmananda that abides in Aditya, one of the exalted Devas, up to Hiranyagarbha, in all these, whatever Brahmananda is there, Saha Anandaha, that Brahmananda what? Na Bhidyati, doesn't differ. No, only because there is a human being. Brahmananda is what? Less. And Hiranyagarbha, maximum. No, they enjoy, but Swarupataha, one and the same. No, see, 25 watt bulb, electricity is same in the 1000 bulb only. Many intensity of illumination may differ because of the upadhi, so because of the filament, filament. So therefore, but electricity is one and the same. So Brahmananda is one and the same in all these embodiments. So that Saha Anandaha na Bhidyati. So that Ananda, Brahmananda, abiding in all, doesn't differ, is one and the same. How is it so? It is proved with the, that is what, by pointing out the reason for it. Parapremasvadatvasya lakshanasaikarupataha lakshanando na bhinna syat akhandaikaraso hyataha. परप्रेमास्पदत्वस्य लक्षणस्य एकरूपतः हि लक्ष्यानन्दः भिन्नः न लक्ष्यानन्दः भिन्नः न अतः अखण्डैकरसः स्यात् अखण्डैकरसः स्यात्. See, in all these beings, from human beings up to Hiranyagarbha, one feature is seen. And what is that? Parapremaspadatva. I, in all, is the locus of limitless love. Aspada means ashraya. Prema means love. What type of prema? Paraprema. Not ordinary prema. Limitless love. That shows what? See, iyam atma paranandaha parapremaspadam yataha somewhere. Okay? Panchadashi, first chapter. So, iyam means the samvit, the Chaitanya which was proved. I Atma as samvit means Chaitanya only proved. Iyam means that is because samvit shabda is feminine in gender. So this samvit Atma was what? Parananda. Limitless ananda is Brahmananda. Why? Parapremaspadam yataha. Because that I is always the locus of limitless love. This is the truth. How, etc. Refer to the commentary on that first chapter of Panchadashir. We have done it many times as well. So, one loves oneself the most. If anything is dear, it is dear for the sake of whom? Oneself. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. This is the truth. So, how about that? That's why you just refer to the, which stanza? I don't remember the stanza. But in first chapter of Vedanta, what is that? Panchadashi first chapter, my commentary I have dealt in detail as such. So that is it. So parapremaspadattvasya lakshanasya ekarupatah. Ekarupatah means this feature is found in one and all. Not only human beings, even living beings also. Every living being loves oneself the most. What do you love? That which is the source of ananda. That which is source of greater ananda, you love more. That which is source of still greater ananda, you love the more. That which is maximum ananda, maximum love. You find the maximum love in you, for you. Corollary is what? Your swarupa must be the maximum ananda. That is how it is. Paraspremasvatata. Lakshanasya of this feature. Ekarupataha, being that is similar in all the beings. Therefore, he says he, because yasmat, because lakshanandaha na vibhinnaha na. The ananda pointed out by this word lakshana. What lakshana? Laksha of lakshana. What does this parapremaspadatva feature indicate? Means I must be Parama Ananda Swarupa, which is the same. Means what is pointed out by this feature of Parapremaspada being one and the same, the Anandaha, that is, it is limitless Ananda, Bhinnaha na. So, that is, it is identical, it is the same in all the beings, because in all the beings we find I is the locus of limitless love. And anything else is dear, it is for the sake of oneself and not for the sake of that object or being or event. So therefore, akhandaikarasa ataha, therefore, because it is so he, because this is so, therefore, akhandaikarasaha syat. So what is that? That Brahmananda is what? Akhandaikarasa means it is one and the same in all, free from swagata bheda, Swajatiya Bheda and Vijatiya Bheda, means it is limitless in nature. So, having this pointed out, what is the phala of Atma Jnana? See, from Panchakosha Viveka started and pointed out your Swarupa is Brahmanda which is so indescribable. So therefore, what is the phala of this Atma Jnana is being now pointed out. Evam vidvan swaputradehe kosha shatkat prakalpitat vyuthaya khandaikarase swanande pratitishthati. Evam vidvan swaputradehe prakalpitat kosha shatkat vyuthaya, as it is afterwards, akhandaika rase swanande pratitishthati. Evam vidvan swaputradehe prakalpitat kosha shatkat vyuthaya akhandaika rase swanande pratitishthati.